Hey, so I posted a video last week about easy worship. I did a run through of all the things with easy worship. It was my first time using easy worship, and I just filmed myself and talked through it. And it caught the attention of easy worship. So easy worship reached out to me and they wanted to talk. They wanted to talk about the video and see if I had any questions and clarify some stuff. And we did. We talked for a long time. We kept on talking and kept on talking, kept on chatting, and it was great. It ended up being a 2-hour call, which would have been, it was scheduled for 30 minutes. So that was quite fun to hang out with those guys and learn more about the program. So I wanted to update some of the stuff that I said and some of the stuff that I learned in the video. The pricing is one of the things that I misquoted a little bit. For easy worship, if you buy a monthly subscription, it's for your whole church. If you need to have 5 computers have easy worship, you get all 5 computers to have that for the monthly price. In ProPresenter, you have to buy it per seat basis or buy a campus license, which gets you 20 seats, 20 programs. And that's $59.99 is ProPresenter's 20 seat campus license. But Easy Worship starts at $17.50. So $17.50 is the church size of 1 to 99. And it goes up to $30 a month for churches that are above 1,000. You're probably looking at the 500-person churches are probably needing more than one program. They might have a youth space. They might have a kid space that uses it, all sorts of stuff. So you're probably looking at the $26.67 a month plan, comparing that to your $59.99 plan that ProPresenter would have. So it is a bit cheaper. When you get down to the smaller churches, then it's still a bit cheaper than I believe it's $29.99 is one seat. So $17.50 versus $29.99. So it is a bit cheaper. So that is the pricing that I got wrong. But let's dive back into easy worship. We are in easy worship. Let's build a schedule. I'm just going to drag and drop here, add that, and add that. And we're going to go live with that. All right. So in my other video, I was confused about this preview output versus the live output. And I didn't really see a big value in it, but they explained to me that the users really love it, and it makes sense to me now, because on the right-hand side here, you can control the service that is happening now. And then this side, you can build out the service as you go along. So this would be useful if you are constantly strained with time and don't have the capability to build this service playlist ahead of time. You can build it during the rest of the time. Or if things change, you can build it without causing any issue with the live output. So that's why this preview screen is here, and then the live situation is there. So that makes sense. Now, one thing I don't think I did touch on in the video is this web thing. This web thing is cool. So I can go to this web and go up here and go to any website. So Production Theology I guess it's not a search, so you have to. So I can go to my website here and be like, oh, you want this website screen grab? And now I just go live, and voila, my website is live. So if you ever need to go to a website in the middle of the service to get some graphic or to explain something, it's right there. You just need to know the exact extension of the website. You can't, it's not a Google. So that's pretty cool. I did not touch on that earlier. So we're going to go back to here. We're going to go there and go back to this thing. And themes. Themes is one thing I struggled with editing because you have your main theme. Under edit options, you can go do song font. This song font is your global font that you want every song to be on. So that's that. And then scripture the same way, the global font, the global necessarily style you want on is in this options. But if you go down to theme, so you Colbit a Bliss, I can go and do edit song theme, and this pops up here. And now I can, get rid of this shadow, this outer line, and all sorts of stuff. Change the font. Let's do. Oh wow, they have function in here. That was my old church's. That might be me. Anyways, and go down and change the font to Montserrat Black, and let's do the size. This copyright by just deleting that, and let's kind of get rid of the background from here. Yes. So, all right, I can do a media fill, color fill, gradient fill, or add that. All right. And then I can drop that down like that, and then press apply there. And now it changes that theme. So you can change themes, make it all sorts of things like that. So let's do another one. We're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna make this really nice and big. You can type in. Let's go back to here. Let's do a bold outline. Something like that, maybe. None. If this is a kid's thing, then that would be really cool. Let's just get rid of that, and then go back to the text. Let's bring up the size of the text, go to 85, and that did something. Like that, and then press apply. So now we have two of these custom themes, and say I want a robe of white to be this theme. I just go and place it over, and voila, it changes that theme. All creatures of our God and King get this theme. And now it's like that. I don't recommend these themes. They're just, I'm just doing something to distinct them. It is kind of cool, but not for Sunday mornings. So let's put this other random theme there. So great. Now we have all different types of themes here, which is cool. But if we go into the specific song, I can go into edit item and then be like, okay, I want this one. Then you just change the style on a specific slide. So I just wanted that, and say I want this text to be slightly different of a font, and go from there and press apply. So then this font, that slide is a little bit different than verse 2. So you can get creative with that, which is nice. So there is some customizable things that I did not know at the time, but also going back to the editor, there is a way to make it to 2 lines pretty quick. And you go down to this plus button, you can add a slide there, or plus Control Enter to add a split. So I'm going to do Control Enter, and that adds a split, and Control Enter and Control Enter. And now these 3 slides are in chorus 1, and these 2 slides are in verse 1. And then we press apply, and we go from there. So now it's as it should be with the 2 lines, and now we can go live just by hitting that, and now it goes live, and you have this screen down here, and then you have this drop down, which is you can test the alternate output and the fold back output there. They do realize that fold back is an interesting name. They just have always used fold back, but it is confidence monitor, and you can go from there. Unfortunately, there is not a way to edit this screen. I was hoping they could show me that, but there is not a way to edit that screen. So hopefully in their new updates or version 9, sometime in the future, they come out with that, because a lot of people use confidence monitors these days. This company is actually fairly old. It started in the 1999 or something like that, and it was one of the first text over video software companies for churches. So, if not the first. So that's kind of cool. But anyways, you'll probably want that to keep that as the live output with that, and then go from there. If you go into this remote section, this is where the MIDI settings are. So if you hook up any type of MIDI controls, anything like that, that would be in there. You can hook up a Stream Deck to it to control it via Stream Deck, which is really nice. Scriptures, this was the one thing we talked about. The reason why they don't have NIV, ESV, NLT is something to do with like copyright, where they would have to pay royalties if they use the NIV, ESV, all sorts of stuff like that. I'm not sure how other programs do it, but every time someone would use an ESV, they would have to pay some sort of royalties along with that. So ProPresenter might just do that and pay the royalties with the monthly cost. Which is nice here is you can go here and go to this little hamburger icon and go to the search and type in, let's type in hunger. And then all of the Bible verses that have something to do with hunger get populated there, which is kind of cool. We also talked about the Planning Center integration. It's tricky to do that. Even with ProPresenter's Planning Center integration, you're at best just populating all of this stuff, but there's not a whole lot of great integration with it. So it would definitely be nice to have, but it's not necessarily a terrible thing. I mean, they got song select, which is a big thing. Maybe they could add multi-tracks in the future. A lot of people use multi-tracks. Or if they have some Prime integration too, that would be cool. So alerts is also one thing they noted. You can go and type in any alert on the live screen or the fold back. There was a way to do a countdown thing, but I forgot. But there is a way to have a countdown on the screen. Once again, there's not a whole lot of editing capabilities to that. So that's a little unfortunate and sad, but yeah. But there is a way. He did show me, so that's cool. Profiles. Profiles is cool. So profiles is not really like multiple different users changing stuff. It's more of like different services. Say you have a Spanish service and an English service. You can have the Spanish people have their own profile, have it in their language, have the whatever songs they use and backgrounds they use, and have an English one that has different songs, different backgrounds. So that's really nice to have that distinction, so you don't have to clutter it up and have a lot of collections to change things. You can just change a profile and it's all nice and clean and specific to whatever type of service you want. It doesn't auto-save, but if you save the schedule, which is the playlist, you can have it save all of your media. So you could build this out at a computer somewhere and plug in your media or upload all of these files, your Sunday file to the cloud, and then all the computers that need it can download it, and every media is there. All the stuff is there because you saved the media to the file, which is nice. That's a good thing to have as well. I think we're okay. There is no hot folders that ProPresenter has to signal, hey, I want this folder from this desktop to auto-populate in here. So there is an added step to get your files into this, which is unfortunate, but that's all right. They also have a lot of searching capabilities here. You can basically add tags to these properties and have it auto-populate with, I want all the things that are blue in it. So you can manage it that way as well. Let's go to options, see what's coming down. Yes, options. I talked about the lower thirds for streaming. That would come out of your main output. So this alpha channel, which I must have missed in the main thing. So this alpha channel, you would go to one, you go to monitor one, primary, or something like that. And then, so then you go to themes here and set as default alternate song theme. So then under your options, you have your alpha channel there, and then you would have that here, I guess. If you want lower thirds in this alternate output, you could also do something with this alpha channel too. You'd have to have some other capabilities in your video system, so you'd probably just do the alternate output as the lower third transparency there, and you can edit song theme here as well. Anyways, I think that's almost about it. We didn't touch on the logo. The black is just simply black. The clear is let's go live with that, and then you can. So then the clear button is just clearing the text, which it kind of does have the same hierarchy as ProPresenter. So that makes sense. But we'll go there, and then you have to make sure you unclick it. You can't just click it there. So that is Easy Worship 2nd edition, I guess. And let me know if you have any questions. I also have questions, but I'm learning a little bit more about it. So that's fun. And we'll see. Learn more about it so I can help you guys out better in the future when you have issues and are trying to fix something. So it sounds like they're updating more and more in the next 6 months. They just had a big upgrade with supporting Macs, so that will help as well. And yeah, so this is Easy Worship, and I'm just getting started to using it and learning about it. I'll still have some other software videos I'm coming out with. I have a big long list of software videos that I want to test out, but this is Easy Worship V2. So thanks, y'all. If you need help with any tech stuff at your church, or looking to upgrade some stuff, or need help volunteering, check me out at productiontheology.com. I have some online courses. I have the church blueprint, and I do church calls. So I'd love to hang out with you and help your church with whatever needs they may have. So yeah, that's that. So signing off for now. I will see you in the next video.